Hello, Noemi. Good morning. Naomi, my student. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for joining in. Your presence here is very valuable. Wait, is it? I cracked the pot that protect the concrete of our trellis that holds the concrete of our PVC trellis. So YouTube friends, what we're doing here is that I think I need a scissor. So place this one here. Okay. We need this because we are going to um, trim our carrots. So the dead leaves and small ones that are also touching the ground, you have to remove them so that it will not cause molds and can perhaps contribute to rotting the tubers, because our carrots now started developing tubers, and we have to really take care of this. And these leaves that we remove, YouTube friends, will use this to feed our chickens. They may have something to get. Now my chickens will love to eat this. Mm-hmm. So, but one thing that I am still wondering, the carrots here, this area, I don't see any dried uh, mm, leaves that are rotting because, as far as I can remember, we perfectly thin out this area. But out of the two pots that we planted, um, baby carrot, the small variety of carrots, but it is more expensive than this regular big ones. A lot of plants there rotting. I don't know why. Still too crowded, and I failed to like. Yeah, here even the leaves that are already touching the ground, still it's not dying. And then, hmm, yeah. Lina, lipa. So we have to. Hmm. It's grounding here. Yeah, all leaves are healthy. Amazing. But why on the other parts the leaves are not healthy? Can you imagine even the small ones? Hmm. I'm wondering why the other parts the leaves are starts decaying, but here leaves are quite solid, healthy. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But even the leaves here are still solid, healthy, like this one. This one starts dropping to the ground already, but still, as you can see, healthy. And there's no sign of rot. There's no sign of decaying, but still have to remove it. Part of the procedure. Yeah, even this one. It's already kissing the ground. But look at that, because this is like the first set of leaves when these carrot plants were still young back in 3 weeks, a month. We seeded this because we seeded twice. The first ones were already healthy, good looking, and those were the original plants that we thin out and we remove some of the plants there in the other two pots that I will show you later. But then the chicken were able to sneak in and scratch the whole thing here. That was sad day, but yeah, I replanted another set of seeds, carrot seeds. I seeded here, and these are the seeds. And then I thin out again. I do the thinning again, and I remove some of the carrot plants here, and I continue planting into that two other parts that I will show you later after here. So that's exactly why I think carrots here are more healthy, because the space in between is enough for each of these plants to thrive. Because if too crowded, then there's this um, tendency that your carrot seedlings, carrot plants, will okay, I got this kind of thing. So where we are? Where we at? Yeah, if too much crowd, like if it's too crowded, then there's this tendency that your carrot plants, some of it will rot in there, and once the presence of this carrot that is rot in there, it will like catch a mold and cause a lot of damage to other carrot plants, in which before it was healthy, but because of the presence of the mold, the presence of that rotting carrot plant beneath, it will catch a mold and it will cause a lot of damage. And that's what happened to our baby carrot variety. Now, I'll show you there later as well if you still have time. And let you see how devastating it is. I already pulled out several number of plants that were rotting already, so I don't know if there will be added numbers of rotting plants this morning, and I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't want to see it a lot. But I don't know. That's the downside of gardening. It's a very discouraging one. Yeah, this one. We've got to remove this. Nice. Okay. And the unwanted vegetation, like the weeds, somehow neutralized by, yeah, the thickness of this um, leaves and carrot plants here in the pot. So I think there is even a need of adding more cow's manure to the top to simply cover the trunk as the tubers starts developing now. Today's February, March, April. So likely this month of April, I'm not sure the specific date, but likely it will be around end of April, where that would be the time that we're going to harvest our carrot seedlings or carrot plants. Not all of this will be harvested in April, but I'm pretty sure that each pot maybe there will be around 50 to 60%. of the plants will be uprooted because I think the size of the tubers is enough to be harvested. But there will be around 35 to 40%, or maybe 30% of the carrot plants will stay, and we will allow another 2 weeks, or maybe up until before the semester begins for this year 2024. So that's the plan, and at least we will have plenty of vegetables to bring on our table when the semester begins and the rainy season begins as well. May, June, and if we can spend a lot of time right now here in the garden, I'm pretty sure we cannot do that during the time of rainy season. Probably we will, but I have to wear raincoat. I have to cover my two other phones because if I will not use like protection to shield our. Oh, sorry. Ah, it's a frog. It's a frog. That frog is smelly. Yeah, that frog was farting, excreting a very foul gas. Uh, so, and I'm pretty sure our chickens we will enjoy. So it seems like I'm taking what I'm taking here are still healthy leaves, so maybe not necessarily to be removed. So we will have to move out here. Well, seems like I can see some. Yeah, the leaves here are not rotting. I'm just wondering why the other pot is suffering from that kind of mold. Take it easy. Yeah, it's very thick in here. I think it's better if we will do this kind of grooming and yeah, removing dried leaves. Maybe we'll do this one during the day, early afternoon, but early afternoon, the sun here is very hot. It's extremely hot, and yeah, the temperature is unbearable. But likely maybe 8, 9 in the morning when the sun's still rising up. So probably still it will be like at the back of the roof of the house. So here that would be still like clear and cloudy, and the temperature is not that extremely hot yet. So probably we'll do that. So next day, next time around. Oh wait, but I have a poker tournament. Yeah, on weekends. That's a problem where I cannot do vlogging as much as possible. I have to wake up early and then do this live stream because at 5 o'clock in the morning, Saturday and Sunday, I do have tournament. Just like trying my chance to win the biggest prize. So that's why I have to really juggle my time in between gardening, poker tournament, and on weekdays, school stuff, and forex trading. Also poker tournament. And yeah, pretty hard, YouTube friends. Right now, I am facing here, I even like so sleepy. And today is my second schedule for vaccine. I don't know, maybe for the anti-rabies. Yeah, anti-rabies or anti-tetanus. I'm not sure. I think anti-rabies. So it's pretty annoying. I have vaccine scheduled today before work, so I think right now I have to stop doing this growing and carrying carrot plants, and we'll reserve this one for another day. Um, because I have to go to the hospital earlier for the anti-rabies or anti-tetanus or both, and my shoulders, both of my shoulders were like vaccinated with anti-rabies and anti-tetanus last during the time of the accident that I got bitten by a dog. That was Tuesday. Yesterday was 31. No, 1. Wednesday was 31. 30, January 30. Last Tuesday, January 30, I got bitten by a dog. And we rushed to the hospital right after. I got 3 vaccine in both of my shoulders, and now I'm still heavy on the left side. I can still feel all the pain from the needle. And then I'll be back again today. So maybe a few minutes from here, I have to bath myself, prepare, and then heading to the hospital. And we'll get vaccinated, and after that, heading to the school for work. My wife will have to send me. Today, I cannot drive motorbike after this vaccine stuff. Yeah, it's very inconvenient. So all I can do now is water this. So I will show you our baby carrot plant where a lot of it are rotting I don't know what's going on there. But I pulled a lot of carrot plants here that were dying. I still see a lot of it. I don't have to use scissors to pull out the leaves because the entire plant is rotting. Yeah, like this one. Maybe it can still survive, but I don't know why. But we will not be wasting any of this, YouTube friends, because I have to feed these carrot. Wow, I see a developing tubers here. Hmm, the size is already big. I'll wait for at least another 2 months. Wow, nice looking guy. Yeah, see that? Ah, yeah, that's the mold. So I need to find the main plant of this. As much as possible, I have to remove the rotting. Yeah, see that? Yeah, it's rotting. But still, it smells good. So this is very tedious job, daunting, very intimidating. What time is it now? Ilsa Vlogs. Thank you, Mom Ilsa, for joining in. Noemi, thank you. Elsa, thank you. What's going on? I think my phone is in trouble again. don't know what's going on. Ilsa Vlogs, thank you for joining in. And Noemi and the rest of you who are watching. Yeah, this variety here, YouTube friends, is another one. This is baby carrot. The size of the tubers is like twice or three times smaller than the regular bigs. Okay. Actually, the rot started from the tip of the leaves, and then it goes down to the main trunk, and then the mold create there in the like surround the entire plant, and then that plant loosen up. You can like easily pull it off, and yeah, the rot like consume the entire plant. Yeah, this one too. I don't know what's going on. Why it's like this? Yeah, see that? It's rotting. Let me find the plant. Agoy, agoy. I can hear cracking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are the molds. If I will not remove this, what will happen? Okay, I'll try to like cover a little bit of soil, and then I'll check back again the next day if that one will not work out. So the rest of the plants that behave like that, then we will just remove it entirely without any hesitation because it will cause a lot of damage. I think the mold is contagious to other plants that are healthy but somehow can be affected because of that. Yeah, I see a few of the plants here. This one is rotting. Usually, the plants that are floating, just floating above the ground, and its entire base of the trunk is floating above the ground, and only the tip of the root is touching. So that's the usual thing where the mold develop. But the big plants here that directly like touch the ground, because I did a lot of thinning here, and I'm pretty sure the big ones here that are really like going down, these are the replanted seedlings where I like planted it deeper, because the usual thing that happened, you just seeded the carrot seeds, and most of them like they pop up, and then just like 20% of the root out of 100% length of the root, only 20% will touch the ground, but the other 80% like pop up above the ground. And you need to cover the whole thing because that is where the tubers develop. So you have to plant it deeper. It's either you pull it off and then you plant it deeper, or you will add more organic matter. In this case, what I did is that I pulled them up and replanted it again. Where most farmers, or maybe all farmers around the world, didn't do that because they have this superstitious belief that once you seeded the carrot seeds, that will stay there. You should not disturb, because if you disturb them while they're growing, they will not produce tubers. But we rejected that kind of myth, myth, that kind of superstitious belief. Why? We have successful growing carrot plants from the replanting method. That means it is not originally seeded in that one spot, but it was from the thinning process. We remove the whole carrot plant with its 90% of the roots, because you cannot remove the whole thing, but there will be tiny roots there that will like be cracked and will stay under the ground. But at least 80 to 90% of the root was removed together with the plant and then replanted it on another spot, and it's thriving. You want to know, or you want to see the evidence? I'll bring you there. And YouTube friends, these are these are these are the products of our thinning process. It's thriving. I did not plant any seed in here, but we removed the plants from its original spot, and then we replanted it here. And look at that. Wow. Look at that, YouTube friends. Wow. The tuber now is developing. Yeah, pretty amazing. Now I rejected that idea that if you plant carrots, seeds, just let them stay there, do not disturb, because they will not produce tubers. But here, this is a testament that you can remove the carrot plant from its original um, spot and then replanted it to another space or another place. And this is the evidence of it. Difference. We'll be back here removing the dried leaves, and that will serve a favorite delicacy to our chicken. Yeah, and they are thriving. They are thriving, YouTube friends. They are thriving. Look at there. This one is also replanted here. These guys here were not planted as seeds, but they were planted as a plant. I think I have to cut the video there in my live stream, and then I'll make another video showcasing the result. Though we still have some kind of work. Yeah. So I'll be fertilizing this one again within this week, probably tomorrow. Yeah, likely tomorrow or this evening. I'll be keeping all the letters that I wrote to you. It comes alive. Another summer day is come and gone away. I'm surrounded by and there are a few tiny ones that were overpowered by this fast growing big plants here. But well, I have no problem with that. They have their own time to thrive here. The ones that are delayed, we can wait for them later. And we can harvest earlier the big ones. So that means we will have food this entire summer. I'm just like advocating the green living. All our plants here are planted organically. We don't apply chemicals. And at 5:48, I think it's time to go, YouTube friends. We have this newly planted here. See that one? This is carrot as well. Huh? Look at that. But I am excited about the possible tubers here. I don't know. Maybe there is or not. We have to remove this pigweed plant because it's very detrimental to the carrots growth. Mhm. Okay. "6:30. I have to go to the hospital. Uh, let's go here. I'd like to showcase here our let's go back here. So you've seen it, it's your friends. Our carrots there. You've seen it all, right? Oh, hi. Seems like I'm trying to understand the situation now here. Seems like this spot in particular, the carrots here, is it the soil that is somehow has the problem? Yeah, another big plant here that rot. Wow. Huh? It's rotting. I just pulled a lot of plants here. Yeah, it's rotting. What's going on? What's going on, my man? What's the big deal? Why? Why you're rotting like this? Oh, very sad. Look at that, it's your friends. That's what I'm telling you. Oh, see that? Yeah, the leaves are still good, but down here it's already rot. And so until it goes up here, from the base of the trunk, the rot started. I don't know if I can still rescue this, so I'll try. It's a big guy, and the tuber starts developing, but starts 6:05. Well, 6:05. This is the same variety, baby carrot. So this side here, these are all baby carrot. I think we don't see any problem here. Some of the carrot plants here were also replanted from the spot, but we're running out of time every time we have session here. So that's why we're not able to like saturate the area and quite spacious. But now it's covered with leaves. So, and that culminates our live stream, YouTube friends, this morning. Thank you once again, and see you all the next day. Bye bye.